how nothing has a higher ROI, return on investment, than you think, even when you believe you don't have the time. Making Business Effortless's mission is to support successful entrepreneurs by sharing the stories of other hardworking business owners while sharing tips and helpful resources so you can buy back time and make more wealth in your business and in your life. That's what nothing will get you. Have you ever heard that before? That's what nothing will get you. So I want to share a story about an entrepreneur who had been in business for about 30 or so years. We've been friends for at least 20 of those. I helped her in her business. I helped her with, office stuff, creating resources for clientele, terms and conditions, flyers, business cards. This was back in the day before, Facebook was even a thought. And yes, I'm old. Anyway, I would often see her just sitting in a chair staring at the mountains. And if you walked up to her, she would just say, no, not right now. In other words, I'm doing nothing, absolutely nothing, so leave me alone. And my question for you is, should we do this in the middle of the day while we're running a business? Right in the middle of, doing our job. People are there, clients are there, and she was just doing nothing. Mind you, she wouldn't do this all day. She'd just sit there for maybe about 10 minutes to no longer than an hour. It just depended on the time of day. And most of the time, she was doing that to regulate herself, regulate her emotions, get set straight, become less reactive, and just to rest for a hot second, just to chill out. Okay, so try sitting and doing nothing for 10 minutes. Try it. See what happens. For example, my friend would sit there and later we would talk and she would talk about her systems, basically how she would do things, her operations or her procedures. And she would say, you know what? I discovered that if you do this, you could actually save time. I realized the reason why she was doing nothing is that she was looking to save time. So this is an example of something that seems like it would be costly up front, but in the long run, great return on investment. 10 minutes of nothing actually created an extra hour for her. It bought her time to sit and do nothing because she figured out how to get out of the weeds for a hot second, so to speak, and took a step back and just said, let me breathe. I just need to breathe for a minute. And she didn't plan. There was no plan in doing nothing. There's no plan. We were not going to brainstorm, not going to do all that kind of shit. We're just going to sit there and just let me breathe for a fucking second. Right? And when she'd do that, that's when she would come up with some really great ideas. And then it was, let's brainstorm. It wasn't sit around brainstorming, though, because she would brainstorm as she was working on things. That didn't require a lot of thought. And then she would just do it and tweak it as she went. And that's what kept her in momentum. But that 10 minutes of doing nothing is what spurred all of that. So my gift to you is I want you, when you're in the thick of it, whenever you're in the thick of it, have a reminder on your phone. Whatever that says, whatever you want to have it say to you, whatever the reminder is, maybe have it say something like, how are you feeling? Or just simply an alarm goes off. And that's your cue. When it says, how are you feeling, or the alarm goes off that you've set, it's your cue to just sit there and do nothing. And no brainstorming, no nothing, just sit there. So you're going to sit there and breathe. You can do breath work if that's your thing. You can meditate, but honestly, just fucking do nothing. It's really hard. I've done this before, and it's hard to do because you find yourself wanting to do something, like grab your phone, just anything. But when I actually embraced doing nothing, I was like, this is kind of cool. I started noticing things in my world that were interesting, that were just something just really cool to watch, just to sit there and watch the world around me and be present. And it sounds boring, but when you don't give your brain anything to do, your brain unravels, it unwinds, and the answer just comes to you. Have you ever been driving down the road, walking around, and all of a sudden, boom, that's the name of that artist you've been thinking about all day? Yeah, you weren't even thinking about it at the time. It just popped into your brain. Well, do that in your business while you're kicking butt, selling stuff, booking clients, getting ready for the new year, or whatever it is you're doing this time of year, and sit down and take a deep breath. Ask yourself, how am I doing? And do nothing for 10 minutes. Just try that. Try that every day. Don't force it. Just be present with it. And if it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. Maybe something else that can help you with regulating your own emotions around the situation and just taking a hot second to regroup. Something that helps you kind of get your head straight and clear for the rest of the day. Just give it a try, see what happens. What's 10 minutes? Now, if you need help deciding, what do I need to do in my marketing and sales to make this a little easier on me so I can get a little more time to fucking breathe and enjoy my family during a holiday season or whatever time it is, and next year, continue to find these moments of joy and be able to be around my family, have time for myself, really make this business what I envision it to be, shoot me a DM and I'll see if I have something for you. But my big thing for you is just to do nothing. Kick ass doing nothing so you can find where you can make your business more effortless. If you need support with creating an effortlessly booked biz, I have 2 opportunities for you. My effortlessly booked roadmap is for ambitious online service-based providers who desire a framework tailored to their goals for their business so they can create more cash in their biz while spending more time living the life they desire. And there's my effortlessly booked 12-week Voxer coaching experience. It's for you if you wish to have your business strategist in your back pocket so you can stay in momentum and create massive results while enjoying the life you create from your efforts to reach your next 10K month. Simply check out the show notes for a link to request more info. And by all means, please share this podcast with others so they too can enjoy an effortless business experience. And by all means, leave a comment and let me know what your biggest takeaway, along with other topics you'd like for me to cover so you can make your business effortless.